All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a vodcast from the Glitch Mentor Tournament, Week 5 Hybrid Major Glitches between StructuralMike, mentored by Krithel, and KiebsGaming, mentored by Drunk Future Self. I'll be kicking off in just a little bit here, but if you're not familiar already, Hybrid Major Glitches is overworld glitches, plus a few underworld glitches that are in logic and allowed. It's a lot of fun, and here we go. The Link's House start from both runners. Taking advantage of those guaranteed boots, but already, oh, never mind. Gonna check out this island here and see just some bucks, some dollars. And map check, a little too fast for me, but I think I saw 3 crystals. All right, and we have some divergence. Mike saying no thanks. That Bogard. You can bait that Bogard back up onto the bridge, and he'll sort of get himself stuck against the wall. But, and we have the sub 1 minute uncle check from Kiebs. I don't know if this is an anti-meta or just the route that Kiebs likes to take. And the early Saha check from Mike, not much in there, but a little bit of protection. Sword and a heart container. Open up chat here. Okay, we have one of the runners. The nice thing about a vodcast, we get to have the runners in chat. Mike letting us know that he's going to attribute all his failures to his D-pad rubber being broken. And Kiebs has a few bombs and a little bit of money. Mike has no bombs and about the same amount of money, so both runners look like they're doing a clockwise loop, and we'll probably run straight up the mountain after this, but we'll just have to wait and see. $20 on the what I'm guessing is a tier 1 pull. And with three light world crystals, there's a definite possibility that this HMG seed will not have any HMG stuff required, but we'll see. Oh, Mike actually, with 4 bombs and $100, both runners saying no thank you to the mountain. This makes sense. They don't have any way of hitting switches in Hera other than the bombs they have, so rushing the mountain maybe not such a great idea. The consequences of no starting sword. I mean, running the risk, obviously, of isolating Thick Kid without a bottle, but when you pull a flute out, never mind. You just come back to Sick Kid whenever you want. And oh good, a mushroom. The flute will make that a nice quick check also. Some money in the well. And our first bow, all right. With a Crystal Eastern. Mike's already been to Saha though, Kiebs hasn't, so that might motivate Kiebs to run straight over for that Crystal Clear. Mike may decide to put it off a little bit longer. Will we see both runners activate the flute, or will Kiebs say no thank you? Kiebs is saying no thank you, but it remains to be seen if that was intentional or not. Ah, there we go. Okay, yeah. This early on, right? I know we. Oh, I turned the stream audio on so that I could hear game audio, and then I started hearing my own voice, and it was terrible. This early on, it makes sense to activate the flute. I know there's a lot of flute hate going around this tournament. Nice rod. And Mike says no thank you to the desert checks. That makes sense. Don't have a glove, don't have a fire source, don't have a way to kill landmail other than bow and bombs, so flute makes it nice and quick to come back to those later. Desert in this mode being very much an extension of Kakariko, since as Kiebs is going to show us, you can just clip right through there. But Mike seems to be following the philosophy of, rather than skipping one thing, leaving just a whole big chunk of stuff to motivate you to come back to it later when you can do it all at once and not isolate anything. And this is one of the first big hurdles for a lot of us mentees in this tournament as we get to the modes with no assured sword, is getting up to Hera without spin speed. Nice single arrow coming in clutch for Mike. All right, we have a small key in Hera. That's good. Good first step. The small key to Hera is not locked in the basement, so we may be able to use that in Swamp later. Meanwhile, Kiebs working his way through Desert. That was a very cool pause buffer strat from Mike there to get through to the lobby chest on a single bomb. I've not seen that before. Very well done. I'm not convinced it saved any time, but it was cool. Nice book in Desert for Kiebs. I mean, granted, he was probably less concerned about saving time than he was about saving a bomb, but all right, so that's one item so far in Desert for Kiebs. I missed whatever that was in Spec Rock. And there's two items. Okay, so it's just the crystal on Landmo. Kiebs can come back to that at his leisure, on his own terms. Bombs on Spec Rock, thank you. All right, nice spin speedless graveyard ledge for Mike. You can top up on those bombs and get 20 bucks. Oh, everything's fine. Okay, Kiebs was a little low when he transitioned there, but no big deal. Just some bombs. And Mike is going to take advantage of the camera offset from coming down the mountain to Houlihan. Get him up to Zora money, and then probably head straight into South Shore. Meanwhile, Kiebs going to give us a look at what's on Bombo's tablet. Can't get it yet, obviously, but just some money. Mike trying to decide where to go here. And does decide, lands on South Shore. And is rewarded with a sword. Very nice. It's rewarded with 2 swords. All right. There's always a sword in Light World Swamp. And Kiebs just cleaning up some of the same things that Mike's done already with that mushroom check. Wait, I take it. Did Mike? No, I take it back. Mike has not done the mushroom check yet. Mike decided to go to the mountain. Maybe saving the mushroom for a fake powder. Seems a little ambitious. Alright, that is enough money for the entire seed for Mike. Good thing we land. Making fun of Mike is not as fun when he's not in the voice call with me, so I think I'll try and hold off on that. Kiebs has given us a Eastern clip. It's just a faster way to get up here to the entrance, and with that bow, we'll likely be heading straight in. Definitely getting some instruction from DFS here. Looks like something may have gone wrong. Oh, there it is. There's the jump. And now we're in Eastern. Very nice. Twitch is telling Super Malmo World she cannot use the follower emotes because she does not follow Super Malmo World. That's hilarious. I don't know which ones are your follower emotes, but here you go. Mike saying he was sad he didn't have a potion. I'm not sure what that was in reference to. And a bottle from Zora. See if we turn that back in. That flute or put it off for a little later. Aha, and now with that sword, I'm going to do the hobo clip again. Buffer down right, and very nice. Put down left, down right. I don't know. You buffer the direction that you're supposed to buffer. And a quake on hobo might be required. Remains to be seen. That's a TBD. Doesn't look like anything has shown up yet in Eastern, but of course it is a crystal, so we're going to do it eventually. Now Mike is going to turn in that mushroom and buy a blue potion, I imagine, to do some shenanigans with. And Kieb's sort of demonstrating here the potential downside to rushing lampless, swordless Eastern. Even if you are confident with these rooms, they are still going to be slower. And Mike looks like is heading to Eastern through the back door. And nice clip. Oh, that was a very timely refill for Kiebs on that big key chest. All right, so Mike is gonna have a much easier time of getting through these dark rooms with that that ability to just hold the sword out and see where you are, and also get past those popos in the circle room. What's that room called? I don't know. The room with the popos and the anti-fairies. We could have duped the sword. Is that allowed? Oh man, I need to learn that. Overworld dupes are allowed. Wow, that's huge. All right, so where are we headed after Eastern? Still looking for that Moon Pearl to really open things up. So from chat, most common use case is Bumper Ledge, the flooded item in the dam, and Floating Island for the overworld item dupes. So does that work with a bow also? Like, can you just dupe the bow and get silvers, or does it not work that way? Imagine if you could dupe a sword, a progressive sword, you can... Wow, that's awesome. And you can get quarter magic. Incredible. Incredible. Mitts. Mirror Shield is the most important application of that. All right, so Kiebs, having not done Saha yet, is able to do that after Eastern and is going to head to probably South Shore. I don't think Kiebs has done South Shore yet. Nice little hook clip. Save a trip in and out of the dam there. And this room getting away from Mike a little bit. It can be hairy. Oof. That one hurts. Yeah, if that room goes sideways, it goes fully sideways. And especially if you can't make your way back to the door to drop down for some fairies, it's tough. All right, Kiebs remembering that flute. Save him a few seconds. Heading over to Ice Rod Cave. Looks like we didn't have any Ice Rod swimmers today. I think Mike is going to blame that one on the D-pad. That's fair. All right. Take two. There's the Igor. And perfect. Got the small key. Gotta get under that pot and through the door. So both of our runners, a little bit of divergence in the early routing, but they're going to be wrapping up all the things that the other had done pretty close to around the same time. Like just going to be... oh, nope. Those guys still don't take damage from swords, Mike. Still need a second arrow for that. There you go. So the next step is likely the mountain, especially with that flute. I missed that it was hookshot on Armos Knights. Very nice. And Kieb's actually heading back to CAC. Ah, yes, of course, to turn in the bottle. Just some bombs. See if Mike continues to put off desert without a... Yep, Mike continuing to put off desert without a fire source there. Says no thank you to saving the old man. Thinks about it. Says, nah, screw that guy. Let's head straight into Hera. This is, of course, completable, although out of logic, because either the big key's in the basement and we need a fire source, or the big key's upstairs and we're supposed to come in through Meyer. Mike, of course, showing us the boomer Hera pot strats. Gets it in 2. Well done. Oh, also the out of logic. Well, I mean, the out of logic hookshot doesn't matter because Herapot isn't in logic, but nice mirror shield. 21-minute mirror shield. Truly a blessed seed. Still no big key. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and phase 6 Moldorm here. Oh god. Everything's fine. Okay. There we go. And crystal number 2 for Mike. Bugnet on floating island. Mike's gonna say no thank you. And I'm so sorry, I need 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, so it looks like the potential advantage of that book on the first climb at the mountain for Kiebs. Mike not going to get punished for that, just a full heart container up there. And we're going to get a nice little Tomb Raider from Mike. Very close race so far. Not much divergence. Once the Moon Pearl shows up, of course, we'll have a million different ways we can go. We did see 2 different ways of getting to East Death Mountain from our runners, which is nice. Kiebs with the land bridge, Mike with the other one that I forget the name of. And Mike's just going to go ahead and finish up Kakariko here and probably head into desert. He'll get himself a book. Head in the clouds. Yeah, that sounds right. Runners have those flippers, which doesn't really mean anything yet. Of course, all the Zora checks and everything being fully in logic just with those boots. And yeah, with Zora area fully cleared, just a save and quit out of Paradox. I don't know if we've seen Graveyard Ledge or King's Tomb from Kiebs yet. Looks like we haven't, so we're going to get a cleanup of those now. Kiebs, of course, getting to do both of them in one trip, or with a single clip, since putting it off until having the hook shot. Starting to run out of non-HMG locations where this Moon Pearl could be, so that's kind of exciting. Looks like Kiebs maybe not knowing Tomb Raider, going forward the other way, and fortunately didn't hold up left in the air, or maybe transition to up too soon. Get stuck in glitch jail. There it is. Mike gets his dollar off a Bombos tablet and says, what do I do now? I go to K45 and Agina, of course. All right, so Kiebs filling up a blue potion. A fake flute is maybe in our future, or just preparing. I'm not sure if the bunny DMD is in logic. I think it is. But it's pretty terrible, and fake fluting is, of course, much less terrible. It does look like that's what we're getting from Kiebs. Only in logic with a mirror, okay. So the Citrus Clip version is not in logic, that's good to know. Or the one-frame movements, or whatever it's called. Gets the fake flute, very nice, and heading towards Village of Outcast. Mike, meanwhile, is identifying Pod as, I believe, the final remaining in logic check, and heading in there instead. All right, so Kiebs now has transitioned the screen, gotten out of the fake light world into the dark world, needs to, or no, I don't know, something's fake. And you just have to pull on something as a Super Bunny, and now Now you get link state, and we can do a handful of checks here. You can only go in and out of one cave, and Kiebs decides to use it on this one. Misses that one, so could still go into Thieves Town and take a Death Warp if he so chose. Mike, meanwhile, has used a cave key to open that door and is not being reminded not to forget shooter room in pod. Not sure where Kiebs is heading. Maybe Skull Woods could be. Oh, we have a Cana Samaria in the shooter room pod. Doesn't do much for us logically yet, but it's nice to have. And yeah, Kiebs is going to drop into Skull Woods here. That tentacle bag gets in your way and sort of forces you into the... There we go. Nice. And these bunny death revives are in logic, but the way that Kiebs has gotten to Skull Woods is not in logic. So, would need a mirror for these checks to be in logic, or Moon Pearl, of course. And not sure how many keys that was in pod. Okay, looks like there are keys on the right, or there are potential items on the right side, so Mike's gonna head over there. Looks like Skullwoods does not have the goods yet. Of course, Kiebs will be a bunny again coming out. Oh no, Kiebs is not a bunny again coming out of here. Did Kiebs find the Moon Pearl? No. I'm unclear on how this works. Fake Dark World. Gotcha. Okay. Right, because he death warped in the Dark World without Aga, so it's fake Dark World. Stays Link until he transitions the screen, and then he will still be Link. He'll just be in the Light World. All right, and a bottle in Skull Woods, and with no fire rod, that's all we can do here. So Kiebs, death warping, thinking, save and quitting. Yep. And we find the mirror in pod. Okay, so all that stuff that Kiebs just did is in logic, but was not the answer. But that mirror does open up a whole bunch of nonsense, including Pyramid Fairy, Pyramid Ledge. All right, Kieb's going to get another bottle here and fake flute again. This makes sense. I know DFS is a big no logic player, so it makes sense that their mentoring would include a lot of fake fluting. I know DFS is a big fan of fake flute. Mike getting bullied in the dark maze here. It's a piece of heart and uses, was that Quake? Yep. Speaking of Quake, Kieb's picking that up on his side also. And we're going to use Quake again, just to really make sure that we get through here. A little stuck. And we're a little lost. I think we need to get further to the left and down. There it is. Nope, that's not it. This is why I still use a map. I'm not sure what this rap is that Kiebs is doing. I don't know this one. Oh, okay, that's just the shortcut into the spec drop. Gotcha. That was very nicely done. So Kiebs is following Mike into pod here with a different version of this bomb clip. This is not the Instaclip setup, I don't believe. I don't know this one, but pulls it off very well. And after getting all the way through pod, or through Dark Maze, surviving, then finally getting the mail upgrade. That wouldn't have actually made a difference in there because those guys do trap damage. Kiki Yeet is what that rap is called. Thank you, Elmo. Alright, so Mike now gonna take that mirror and probably head straight to Pyramid Ferry. We're gonna get a map check. We got Pendant Pod, Pendant Ice, Pendant Mire. That's exciting. I believe we kept our small key in Hera, so we might get to just dodge Mire altogether, but we do need to get into Swamp eventually. Mike did not reset his camera before fluting. I don't know if that's a problem. Doesn't appear to have been a problem. And we have the sub-hour uncle check. So Mike is disqualified. No, I'm just kidding. He just... D-colon. Let's see here. There's the Moon Pearl. Very nice. Yay! We got a glitched Moon Pearl. Not only an overworld glitch Moon Pearl, that is an HMG Moon Pearl, because that mirror was in pod. And heading straight over to Village of Outcasts. No hammer yet, so this is not for hammer pegs, but gonna do the hammer pegs escape with that hook shot and make a decision about where to head next. There it is. Fox, thank you so much for the raid of 12. All right, so we've already seen from Keeb's side this check, but without the mirror, wasn't able to continue to C-shape house. Mike, meanwhile, is going to be able to check what's in here, and we'll have a decision to make about Thieves Town. If you're not going to do Hammerless Thieves Town, you would often not want to even do the front four, since Death Warping would put you in fake Dark World. But Mike has a mirror, so can very easily just do the first four and make a decision. Oh, something went wrong with that hammering up on Kiebs' side. Does have plenty of keys, so can just go through the back, but doesn't have a lamp, and a lot of people, self-included, don't really know how to do that. Mike, pointing out in chat, we are already Fire Rod Go mode. Fire's a pendant, Ice is a pendant, so we don't need a glove. So we are at very early on in this race. We're already at Fire Rod Go mode. I think either that or he's baiting me and I'm missing something, but I think we're in Fire Rod Go mode. I missed where the hammer was. Must have been in Thieves Town. Solo comms is hard, y'all. All right, where's Kiebs headed next? All right. Oh, Kiebs is correcting his camera, so not headed straight to Pyramid Ferry, unless this was maybe a mistake. Where's Kiebs headed? There's the realization. Okay, yeah, I think Kiebs was headed to Pyramid Ferry and forgot that he needed the camera offset. Yeah, here it is. Mike driving off that bonk counter, very well done. Can't blame the D-pad for that one. Well, I guess you can. And Mike failing the hardest trick in the game, remembering that you still don't have a glove on your way back from Blind Cell. It's okay, Mike. Everyone messes that one up. All right, Kiebs is headed towards Pyramid Ferry, also going to pick up their Moon Pearl. Getting plaid facts in chat. Appreciate it. Ooh, Kiebs is stuck in the Pyramid Ferry entrance here. You have to just sort of keep trying. Not sure what's going on here. There it is. Okay. Hold up as you enter. Okay, gotcha. As you exit. Got it. Good to know. All right, and Kiebs is... Aha! Divergence! Never mind. Kiebs is remembering that he doesn't have a hammer and cannot get to Hype Cave that way. Meanwhile, Mike is headed to... Is this Mitzless Hammer Pegs? Yes, that's what this is. Very nice. Just 10 arrows. All right, so it's a fire rod hunt, and we have like the entire world that just opened up to us. So Mike may have lost his portal there. Meanwhile, we have Kiebs heading over to East Dark Death Mountain, and of course forgetting that you have a glove, because why would you not have a glove yet? You're on Dark Death Mountain. And finds a lamp in Super Bunny Cave. Very nice. Looks like Mike is headed that way also. We're going to get another example of the Boomer Harapot. And meanwhile, Kiebs is heading into Hookshot Cave through the back door. Very cleanly done. It's definitely a soft lock risk there, but... And Mike is taking his hammer and heading to Swamp, it looks like. You have the hammer, you have the flippers, you have the mirror. You have everything you need to do this the fast way. You have the HMG. Nice select buffering. There it is. And we're in Swamp, except we're still in Hera. Kiebs is going to continue this route down to Catfish. Totally understandably putting off Thieves Town because not knowing that Thieves Town has the hammer, finds a glove, which is only required if Bombos is available somewhere. And well, no, there's more glove lock locations than just Cold Stare, but all right, and Mike taking advantage of that mirror to put himself back in the real Dark World and check Hype Cave before committing to a full clear of Swamp. And Mike's in go mode. Okay, well, gonna check for a sword. Because Monka Silverless Master Sword Ganon. But I'm sure that's not going to put him off for too long. All right, wow, and Kiebs right behind him in go mode. Well, I take it back. Kiebs still needs to make it to Thieves Town for that hammer. This is unfortunate. Kiebs... This route is not going to be nearly as smooth for Kiebs as Mike, as it was for Mike. Keeps making sure to get that accurate map information. And yeah, Mike's gonna check only the chests that are on the path at this point. All right, if Kiebs continues this route up through this is a good point, actually. Tam mentioning in chat, hammer is not necessarily hard required in this seed. If the GT big key is on the right side, you could absolutely, I mean, yeah, hammerless swamp is absolutely a thing. It's slower, obviously, but Kiebs doesn't appear to be thinking in terms of being in go mode, though, so... yeah, heading to a mire shed check. Oh, I take it back. This is, okay, heading up into Village of Outcasts. Okay, so this will put nice triple puff grab from Mike there. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So that mirror does make the front four of Thieves Town much more enticing, which I think is where that hammer was. So Kiebs will be thinking in terms of go fast, beat the game momentarily here also. Missed every single one of those ice rod shots. Well done, Michael. Almost more impressive than not even hitting one of them. I kid. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, yeah, there's the hammer for Kiebs. And now we just go mode a million dungeons. We got Desert, Skull, TR, and GT. What is... I don't know this clip that Mike's doing. It says never mind. Yeah, I'm not sure what the plan was there. Mire Overworld. Okay, gotcha. Oh, to avoid having to do it this... Right, yeah, to get up to... Right, because he doesn't want to use the book to get into Desert, of course, because that's terrible. blaming the mentor. Not even... This is not the D-pad's fault. This is the mentor's fault. Confusing Mike with a swag clip. Okay, gotcha. Still no glove for Mike. Amazing. So we had to go to pod for that mirror, but other than that, we get to just not touch any pendants in this seed. I don't think we've seen Mire area yet, so we don't know whether Bombos was logically required to get into Swamp. But of course we don't care, because we can just Harapot. Mike reverting to bow strats for Landmo here. Nicely done. Rewarded with a compass. And a crystal. So... we are going to see Mike choose between Swamp or sorry, Skull or TR here. And he is choosing TR. He's meanwhile picking up his third crystal. And heading straight up into Skull. Makes sense. Knock it out while you're here. Mike is going to be showing us a mirror wrap into Laser Bridge. Are we seeing Scudge Woods? Is that the wrap from TR into Skull Woods? I'm guessing. I don't know. We'll see. That may or may not be the one part of this race I was spoiled on, so we'll just have to wait and see. And we're on a nice, cozy backwards trip through TR here, just looking for a big key. We already have a small key, so as soon as we find the big key, we can just mirror back to Laser Bridge and kill Trinex. Ooh, this moth fight on Kiebs' side is getting a little hairy. Out of magic. Oh boy. Ah. Not sure if Kiebs still has that fairy. He does not. Okay. It's alright. It's one of the less punishing bosses to take a death on. The magic situation is kind of a pain, but Kiebs did find that lamp, unlike Mike, so can just pick up all the pots and do this the slow but steady way. Oh, except when we have a Gibdo party. That makes it a bit of a pain. Oh god! Okay. Mike's still on a big key hunt. There it is! Okay. Dodging the Gibdo. Well done. Alright, we're gonna grab that magic for take 2. Nice. That is top 5 hardest tricks in the game, grabbing that part under that pot without taking more damage than you get back for it. Kiebs maybe thought he had one more fire rod shot. It's unfortunate. There it is. Well done. Nice double spin to finish off Trinex from Mike. And that is 6 crystals for Mike, 4 crystals for Kiebs. Mike mirrors and goes back into the Dark World. I believe we are going to see a Skullwoods wrap. You just clip in to the right point here, dash off, and now it's very important that you not move back to the right. If you move back to the right, you hard lock. And Mike moved back to the right and got hard locked. So the safe way to do that is to let the door nudge you in. Because if the door nudges you back to the right, you're done. And unfortunately, that means Mike has to beat TR again because there was no save and quit. That is the big scary risk of that clip. The best time to use it is after you've just beaten a dungeon, and Mike will now need to beat that dungeon again. So that is giving a lot of Mike saying in chat, I was telling my mentor how good I was at it. And we saw how good he was at it right there. Mike actually did just teach me that clip earlier today. It's very doable. You just have to not move too far to the left before you go in. And Mike's saying, you know what? I know where the big key is. I'm gonna get it from here. I wasn't paying close enough attention to the small key situation to know if this is faster or not than just mirror wrapping again. It's what not to do is word lock. Yes, correct. All right, so Kiebs is now hot on Mike's tail here, heading into TR. Oh, just kidding. Kiebs has not done Swamp yet. Okay. Mike pulled a small key out of the big chest. Didn't actually need it, I don't think, because knew there was one on Laser Bridge, but this at least will speed things up a bit. The real question is, does Mike try for Scudge Woods again? or say, you know what, let's just run there. And nice swamp clip for Kiebs. And this is a very smooth first Try and X fight for Mike here. First time we're seeing Try and X on Mike's side. Doesn't quite get the... Oh, God. Okay. First try. Well done. Nice first Try and X kill from Mike. Gets his 6th crystal for the very first time. First Try and X. Thank you, Tam. Come on, Mike, do it again. Do it again. Oh my god, is he doing it again? He's doing it again. Let's go. Amazing. Amazing. All right, so this is the first time we're seeing an attempt at Scudge Woods. This is a very useful and somewhat risky clip. It's very important that you don't get nudged back to the right by this door. So you want to hug the left side of the door here. Let it. Yeah, Mike being very careful. There we go. Nicely done. All right, so despite the 2 first tries at Trinex, Mike's still with a full crystal lead here. We have simultaneous boss fights, but it will be Mike's 7th crystal, whereas Kiebs still needs to complete TR. Not a friendly moth pattern today. Mike going for hammer strats. Getting bullied a bit, but lots of health. Significantly less health now, but that's okay. There it is. Good job. And Kiebs with a nice Ice Rod kill on Argus to collect his 6th crystal, and Mike enters GT. Both runners still on Master Sword, no silver arrows. Uncorrected camera trip into GT there. Mike, of course, an ardent rando rusher. And Kiebs with a very nice wrap into Laser Bridge. Kiebs, you have Mirror Shield. You don't need to laser skip. There it is. Tink. And we're seeing all the hardest tricks in the game. Remembering Mirror Shield on Laser Bridge. Not keep shielding. Yeah, this is true. All right, and we've got a pretty... Oh, Mike taking the Coward Fairy. Makes sense, I suppose. Low magic, Master Sword, no silver arrows. Lambo 2 is not a free fight. I think Mike does have a blue goo, though, so can just use up as much... Yep, there it is. That's right, Mike not having a lamp, he absolutely needed that refill to get through torches. It was a baby potion, okay. I mean, I'm all for giving Mike a hard time, so I appreciate the backup, Tam, in chat. Thank you. Mike playing it safe with Jingle Glitch there. Yep. Uh-oh. Maybe some foreshadowing from Mike in chat. It says he regrets drinking that potion. Certainly, Master Sword Silverless, no half magic, no potions, no lamp. Can't imagine why he would need any magic anytime soon. Apparently, Mike saying in chat that Krithel made a noise when he used it. Yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine. Everything's fine. Mike's a pro gamer. Kieb's also using his blue goo on Trinex. Surely Mike will just use Samaria refill on the Ganon fight if he runs out of magic. It'll be no problem. And 7 crystals on the board for Kiebs. A lot of stuff can happen and go wrong in a Master Sword Silverless Ganon fight, and Kiebs does have the lamp, whereas Mike does not. So Kiebs will certainly have more buffer, but Mike is going to go ahead and go fill a bottle, and I can't say I blame him. I would absolutely do the same. I would fill both bottles. And sure enough, 1 blue, 1 green. So Mike's going to be heading into the Ganon fight right around the same time. Why not just do everything perfectly? Because my D-pad is broken. We were warned that Mike would be blaming everything in the seed on his broken D-pad, so really we should blame ourselves for not remembering that. So this is true. He did blame some things on his mentor. Yeah, that's true. Nope. God. Okay. Good start. Good start, Mike. Good start. So I think I'm not 100%. I think Mike already in one hit KO, but I'm not 100% sure. It might depend on which thing he gets hit with. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Kiebs does have that lamp, which is going to make life easier. Mike using a blue goo already. Oh, God. Ganon hurts. I have not been counting hits. Yep, we're not there yet. Meanwhile, Kiebs has found the... yeah, I counted Mike being hit twice. Yes, yes. That is correct. Excellent counting. Meanwhile, Kiebs has the GT Big Key and is making his way up the tower. All right, phase 4 for Mike. Silver Arrows in Misery Mire. Gets the torch glitch. 23 spins left. That's a miss, but we've got that green goo, so. Mike is a professional counter. Ooh, oh God. Kiebs getting bullied a little bit in that room. And does not take the fairy. Feeling confident. And there's the green goo. Oh my God, Mike. Oh my God. Nice full magic drop for Kiebs. You could do with being further away from these bats. Yeah. Oh my God. This is terrifying. All right. Jeez. Mike kills the pig. And Kiebs just YOLOs it. Nice. Well done. Confident in his torches room. But Mike will take this win. I believe this advances him to 4-1 in Swiss. And Kiebs will play it out, which is smart because the way that tie breaking works, as long as you're under 15, it's better to finish it out. Under 15-minute difference, it's better to finish it out than to FF. GG's, Mike. Well done. I mean, yeah, well done. Oh, God. Kiebs getting booped a little bit by Oldorm 2. Smartly poking once so that we don't activate Rage phase. I hope we all learned something. I did learn something today. I learned how to do Scudge Woods. And how not to do Scudge Woods. learned not to trust my mentee when they say they know how to do sketch wins. Malmo, I can do it. I can totally do it. I've successfully done it once. That's all it takes for me to be able to say I can do it. I did get to explain how it works twice. Yeah, that's true. I'm an expert now. I've seen it done well, and I've seen it done incorrectly. I learned it from watching you, Dad. All right, and Agatu's down for Kiebs. Not sure what Kiebs has in the bottles. I think it's just a B. I haven't been paying close enough attention, but Kiebs does have a full magic bar and the lamp. So we may see dropping straight in, but there's no shame in mirroring and fluting to the potion shop here. And that is what we're going to see. Yeah, I would absolutely do the same. Blues. Still not sure why Mike bought one blue and one green instead of two blues. But who am I to judge? Oh, it's faster. Interesting. Okay. Each color has a cooldown. Got it, got it, got it. All right, and Kiebs dropping into the Ganon fight. It says BG if you keep them on the end screen and Mike is toxic. I don't think I get it, but BG. TAM216 BG. All right, now I need to find out what that emote is. Get your D colons in chat for StructuralMike. Oh, the opposite of GG. Right. Got it. Okay. It wasn't as deep as I thought it was. All right, this is a very clean Master Sword Ganon fight happening from Tams here, or from Kiebs, sorry. Kiebs getting the bad news that silver arrows were in a dungeon we were never touching in this seed. Blame Harapot for not finding silver arrows this time. Not quite. Okay. Probably going to end up having to pop a potion. I've not been counting. I think he's missed more than his allotted maximum for Master Sword spins. Fire Rod. Kiebs is doing this Ganon much better than the other guy, yeah. Yep. Quick potion, and just a couple more spins, I think. Nice early sword in the seed. 9 minutes for first sword. And down goes the pig. GG's to Kiebs. It's going to finish up. So our official times, we had Mike with 1:19.16, and we're going to have Kiebs with 1:26.47. GG's. Should have duped the sword indeed. I need to go learn how to do that. All right, GG's to both runners. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'm gonna let the credits roll, or whatever Malmo wants to do at the end of this. Thanks for letting me jump on. See y'all later. Follow the runners. Follow Malmo if you're not following her already. And sure, follow me if you want to watch someone else play this game. All right, thanks. Bye.